simply a cap that's attached to a top or a dress, and I am showing you step by step ways of how you can draft the pattern for this. In the next video, we're going to be sewing this kimono top with the hoodie, but in this video, we're going to be drafting our pattern. I'll see you in class.
Hello guys, and welcome to another exciting class with Kafi. Today we are going to be learning hoodie. Yes, so what is a hoodie? I'll show you what the pattern looks like. This is what the pattern looks like. So a hoodie is a cap that is attached to a dress or a top. That's what a hoodie is. So today we're going to be learning how to draft our hoodie block, our hoodie. So we need two measurements. First measurement is the neck line measurement. So remember I said it's going to be attached to a neck, so that means that there's already a measurement for a neck. You understand what I mean? There's already a neckline. Remember I said it's going to be attached to a top or a dress. That means that that top or dress already has a neckline. So that measurement that we have for the neckline is what we're going to be using. So we have the back neckline plus the front neckline. So the total of it is what we're going to be using as our first measurement. So my back neckline is about 3.5. and my front neckline I'm making it about 5.5, or it can be 6 depending on how wide the neck is. So let me say it. So I have 9.5. right, so it doesn't necessarily have to be that much. This is like a v-neck that is really wide. For something that is like something that is not so wide, it could be from 4 to about 6 depending on you, or much more or less, depends on you. So the next measurement is the height of hood. So the height of the hood simply means the height of your head, basically. So this is my side. This is my shoulder tip that's demarcating the front and the back. So on this shoulder tip, you can measure your head up to the height, the level of your head where you want it to show. Another way you can get this measurement is by doing your nape to waist, 3/3 of your nape to waist. So if you don't know what nape to waist is, just use the way I described it, your shoulder tip to the height of your head. Usually about between 10 and 12 is fine. So if you're already used to pattern and you know what nape to waist is, just do 3/4 of that. Anyway, nape to waist is like your half length. Let me put it like your half length that you measure from the back. But anyway, I'll just use, so my nape to waist is about 15. So 15 times 3/4 is gonna give me 45/4. That's 11.25. Beautiful. So like I said, if you don't know what your nape to waist is, just measure the height of your head, or how wide you want it to be, how long you want it to be. So now that we have our measurements, let's draft our pattern. So my 0 to 1, the first thing I want to draft is my 0 to 1, and my 0 to 1 is 11 1/4. That's the height of my neck. So from this point right here to this point right here. So now I want to make sure that it's like a straight line. Okay, beautiful. So I'm using my ruler to make sure it's straight. So here is 0 and here is 1. So after I get 0 to 1, I want to extend by 2 1/4 2.25 inches. That's my point 2. Now I'm going to be squaring all these lines across. When in fashion, when they say square across, they just mean draw it's a pattern drafting term. Draw a perpendicular line across. Now we don't have a measurement yet, we're just drawing a line across that we're going to later insert a measurement in. Just make sure that when you do your angle 90, the line is perpendicular. That's what it means. So draw a straight line across. Okay, so I'm using my ruler in form of an L ruler. Okay, beautiful. So the next thing now, I have my 0, 1, 2. So how did I get my 0 to 1? 0 to 1 is the height of my neck, and then 1 to 2 is 2 to 2 1/4. It's just going to help me form the slope of the neck. So the next thing is I want to get my 3. My 3 is whatever my neckline measurement is, and mine is 9.5. So I'm just going to, usually it's not supposed to be this wide, but because I told you that mine is a V, it's like a long V, so yeah, so 9.5 is at this point. So you see I did like a slope. So this point here, I name it 3. And for my point 3, I'm just going to square up to that point where you have 0. And I'll name that part 4. Whoa. My video missed it. Okay, so just to be sure that I have everything, 0 to 1 is my neck length, 1 to 2 is an extension for my neck slope, 0 to 1 is my head length, 1 to 2 is an extension for my neck slope, 1 to 3 is my neckline slope. Usually it's not this wide, but because I'm doing like a long V neck, that's why it's this wide. So the next thing now is I squared up to 4. So now I'm going to now get my neckline. I want to demarcate the front and the back from this pattern. So remember I told you that my back neck is 3.5. So I'll just mark it here. So this is 0.5. So at this point I need my curve ruler to help me curve that. You know that the neck has a shape, so I'll curve that shape here, and I'll curve the opposite shape behind. So I have my beautiful neckline right here. So the next thing I want to do is to, as it is right now, I'm almost done. I just need to like put like shapes for my pattern, for my wood, and it just depends on me. So if you see this one right now, this one is kind of here. The next one I want to do, I'm going to extend out a little, because I want it to be like an oversized wood, and you know, it should just fill up my face. So first thing I'll say, 0 to 6 is half of 0 to 4. So I'll look for the midpoint of this right here. So I'll use my okay, so this is about the midpoint, 6, and then I'll get 1/4, a quarter of this measurement. This measurement is 11.11, so about 3.7, so about 3.5 inches basically. I want to name this place 7, and then I'm going to come out by 1 inch. So this is my 1 inch, I'll name it 8. So the next thing I want to do is, so I came down like 3.5 inches, and then I came out like 1 inch. So what I want to do now is to connect all of my lines together But before I do that, I want to quickly I want to extend my 4 by 1 inch because I want it to be like an oversized cap. So you see there's the basic one. If I'm doing a simple one, I'll just stop at 4 and I'll just curve everything like this. But because I want to put a little drama around here, I came out by 4 inches, and then I came out by 1 inch and I'll come down by 1 inch again. So this place I'll name it 9. So now I'm connecting 1 to 8 to 6 and then to 9 and then all the way back to 3. So let's do this. Yeah, so here you have it, and then the last thing is just from 9 to 3. Voila. So if you notice, you see that there's a difference between this one, a slight difference between this one and this one. So this one is wider and this one is a little more streamlined because the neck is streamlined. So it's so easy. You can also, I mean, when you've tried this one, you'll understand that it's not really a function of the neck. You can make this place wide and you can make this place small, but I don't want to confuse anybody. So this is it. This is our hood, and this is where we're going to stop. So the next thing I want to do is just to trace my pattern out, and then we're going to cut it on fabric. And I am making it into like a kimono. I'm making a kimono top with it, so that will be in the next class where I'll be making my wood and my kimono. But right now, let's trace and cut our pattern. So guys, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Help a sister grow our channel. I'm going to be sending you more helpful videos from time to time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next class where I will be sewing this kimono top and hoodie cap. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye.